Kevin, after you guys were up 16, what were some of the defensive breakdowns that kind of led to the undoing?
Yeah, really it was just transition. They went on a quick little 5-0 run, and we got it back to 11, and then our transition defense. Give them credit. They really pushed the pace on us, and it was kind of tough because they weren't really doing anything in the half court, but they were really attacking us in transition, and we've been good in transition all year. It's because the way we've played offensively, we've had a lot of practice at it. So it was kind of one of those things that's like, we kind of get stuck where it's like, when we play good offensively, we struggle defensively. When we play good defensively, we struggle offensively. We've never been able to put both ends together.
What's kind of the feeling, knowing it's celebrating the seniors, the final home game, and couldn't send them out the way you wanted to?
Yeah, it sucks.
What can you say about Jameer and Dante and those guys and what they've brought to the program?
All four of them. Obviously Jameer. I think Jameer and Dante more than anybody. Jordan just got here this year, but Jordan's done a great job with it too, laying the foundation of how we want to work and what we want to do. And obviously, if you look at their numbers, they've had a heck of a career.
Kevin, tale of two halves for Julian. What was so effective in the first half for him, and what kind of things did IU do after intermission?
Yeah, I mean, you got to give, Ware a little bit of credit. I think that his biggest growth, we played them in early December, I think. If you watch the difference between him early in December and now, he's turned himself into a very, very good defender. I mean, he uses his length well. He's turned into a heck of a defender.
Mbako, too, after halftime, I think he had 18 of his 24. What was the toughest part of trying to...
It was transition. I mean, we lost him in transition 3 times. Even in the first half, 2 of their threes were in transition, and then, Jew makes a great play, and he gets a loose ball and hits a 3. So I thought they did a great job of just kind of staying around, making plays to keep them close, and then they went on a good run.
Kevin, you guys in the first half, seemed like you played extremely loose, over 50% shooting, different than you had done in some previous home games, and then it tightened up in the second half, which was almost a reversal. Was there anything you could notice or tell on the bench that was leading to that?
We've struggled at home this year. It's been a little bit, it's been a little. That's probably been the most frustrating thing. We've had 3 games in this building where if we had won those 3 games, it'd been totally different. And we've just, for some reason, we've just struggled. We haven't struggled nearly as much on the road. They seem much more relaxed on the road than they do at home. I can't really put my finger on.
Kevin, in terms of those transition breakdowns that you mentioned losing Mbako, is there anything consistently happening on those transition plays that kind of led to Indiana scoring, or was it different things?
I just think that they were beating us down the court.
Yeah, you guys had 3 turnovers in that first half and then 11 in the second. Is there anything you could attribute that to that you saw there in that second half?
3 or 7.
Oh, I'm sorry, Coach.
I think, some of our turnovers were obviously led to transition. It's okay. I struggle with math too. Some of our turnovers led down to them getting some easy buckets. And again, I think it's a little bit of give them credit. They really started loading up the paint a little bit and making it a little bit more difficult. You still looking at those numbers, or you don't believe me? Oh, okay, all right.
Kevin, you mentioned that this team seems more comfortable on the road. Can you take that with you to Penn State, and then kind of as you go to the tournament on the road too?
I think these guys are looking forward to a couple days off. Yeah. I know I am. Get a couple days off. We'll come back Wednesday. Ease back into the week because we don't play into Sunday. It's a weird bye week. So. And just give these guys a chance to recharge and relax a little bit. They have battled. They have played their ass off for me all year. They've had a great attitude. I think, again, some of the late buckets are probably just frustration level, reaching a certain point of it's been that type of year.
knowing that you guys are most likely going to have to win 5 straight games in the Big Ten tournament to make the NCAA tournament, what's the benefit of this week off and having that opportunity to recharge heading into the postseason?
Yeah, I don't have that answer right now. That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, again, it's only my second year here, so, to have a special bond with 2 guys that you've only been with for 2 years. Again, Dante could have left, Jameer could have left last year. They both stuck around, so the fact that they've put a lot into this program. Dante obviously for 5, JY for 2. As a coach, I'm extremely appreciative of their effort, their hard work, their attitude, and they're both terrific young men. So, you don't want to go out the way they've gone out, but like I said, they've laid down a foundation that will last. That was not here. That's going to last a while. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.